This is 7 National News, and in our top story. The UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has ordered that the Halal World Food Exhibition be held annually. The ruler of Dubai also ordered the expansion of the exhibition and came during His Highness's visit to the Halal World Food Exhibition, organised on the sidelines of the 19th edition of the Gulf Food Exhibition. Sheikh Mohammed was briefed by the CEO of Dubai World Trade Center, Hilal Saeed Al Marri, on various aspects of the exhibition, which represents a doorway for the entry of investors into the sector, either as distributors or manufacturers. He pointed out that the exhibition is for the first time being organised as part of Dubai's plan to develop the Islamic economy sector, which is in line with the vision of Sheikh Mohammed to make Dubai the capital of Islamic economy, finance and halal food sector. Later, the ruler of Dubai toured Gulf Food and expressed his satisfaction with the annual growth achieved by the exhibition, with more than 4,500 local, regional and international entities from over 120 countries participating in the event. On Wednesday, His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, and Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe witnessed the signing of an MOU on nuclear energy. This is among the highlights of his official two-day visit, wherein he met with the Emperor Akihito of Japan at the Tokyo Imperial Palace. During the trip, the UAE Energy Minister Suhail bin Mohammed Al Mazroui and Japan's Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry Toshimitsu Motegi signed the MOU on the peaceful use of nuclear energy in the UAE. Japan and the UAE also signed the schedules on amending the Air Services Agreement, an MOU on the development of Joint Cooperation Committee work to boost joint cooperation and understanding of international development initiatives and international aid in areas of interest and concern. More than 6,000 pupils in 2 Indian schools and 1 Pakistani school are not receiving an acceptable education, according to findings from the latest Schools Inspection Report. The Dubai Schools Inspection Board, the DSIB, report shows stagnation in the ratings of Indian and Pakistani schools over the past year. This is the 5th year of DSIB inspections of private schools, and in this report, inspectors covered 25 Indian schools which teach about 75,000 pupils and 2 Pakistani schools with 3,300 students. Released by the Knowledge and Human Development Authority, the KHDA, it is hoped that the report recommendations will provide an indicator to schools about what they must achieve for a higher rating. As many as 60% of schools have remained in the acceptable or unsatisfactory category since 2011. Of the Indian schools inspected, 2 secured outstanding ratings, 8 are rated as good, 13 are acceptable and 2 are unsatisfactory. There was also only a marginal increase in the number of pupils who moved into the best-rated schools. According to the report, most schools lagged behind on teaching Arabic and Islamic studies, and inspectors were critical about the support for special needs pupils. The report added that the quality of teaching in the acceptable schools showed no improvement, with several teachers for whom English was a second language having a negative impact on pupils' progress. Regular assessment of teachers and professional upgrading of teaching methods were among the report's recommendations. The Roads and Transport Authority, the RTA, has announced they will open the Jadaf and Creek metro stations on Saturday, the 1st of March. The 2 stations will be open on the metro's Green Line, and following their opening, the RTA would have completed all the operations for the Dubai metro stations. The authority announced that the Al Jadaf and Creek stations are expected to serve existing projects and others under construction, such as the Culture Village and Summer Al Jadaf, and will also serve the Dubai Festival City through operating a marine transit service linking with the Creek station. The RTA has also provided 100 parking slots at Al Jadaf station, besides providing a bus route to serve passengers of the 2 stations. According to the RTA's Director of Rail Operations, the daily ridership of Jadaf metro station is estimated to be 2,100 passengers, while the Creek station is forecasted to handle 1,400 passengers per day. He further described the metro service as the backbone of the Emirates public transport, which has plans to cater for the expected rise in the number of visitors, as well as the developments ahead of the World Expo in 2020.
We are quite happy looking at the current Dubai Metro coverage. We consider it as the backbone for public transportation. And if you look at the numbers, we carry about 500,000 passengers every day only in Dubai Metro. Our next focus mainly will be on 2 main things. First of all, increasing the ridership, which will increase the efficiency of our metro operations. In addition to that, we have already planned certain extensions for both lines, the red line and the green line, which were announced recently. We do have an extension plan and increasing in capacity for Expo 2020, and we are closely monitoring the growth of Dubai economic situation and also the tourism industry. We are a big supporter of the tourism industry. So all these plans have been put in place. That's why we have planned certain extensions which were announced, especially for the Expo one, in which the red line will be extended from the Jabal Ali station to the Expo area or to the Al Maktoum International Airport. So those plans have been announced, and the work is going on currently to perform those extensions.
During the month of January, 3,167 traffic violations were logged by the new no-flash cameras installed in Abu Dhabi. The cameras, which were installed at several junctions around the capital, utilize infrared to snap traffic violations from 5 different angles. According to Colonel Mohammed Khalifa Al-Khaili, the Director of the Traffic Engineering and Road Safety Department at Abu Dhabi Police, the cameras are programmed to detect several different traffic violations, including jumping red lights, blocking pedestrian paths and exceeding the speed limit. As part of the project, 150 light-controlled junctions in Abu Dhabi, Al Ain and the Western region will be fitted with these cameras. Additionally, the Al Ain traffic section of the Abu Dhabi Police Traffic and Patrols Directorate have announced that they have revoked 129 driving licenses in January this year, after their drivers reached 24 demerit points. Furthermore, 473 vehicles were confiscated for various traffic law violations during the month. The chief of the Al Ain traffic section said in local reports that the holders of the revoked driving licenses and those whose vehicles were confiscated had committed several violations. He further added that making dangerous lane changes and turning to the left from the wrong lane at intersections are considered traffic violations that carry a fine of 600 dirhams and a penalty of 6 black points for trucks, and a fine of 200 dirhams and a penalty of 2 black points for lightweight vehicles. And finally, in the bulletin, following the successful can collection campaign last year, the Emirates Environmental Group held its 17th annual can collection today. In 2013, they exceeded their target and collected 25,426 kilograms of aluminium cans. The EEG says this drive alone has managed to save 1,695 megawatts per hour of energy and 617 cubic meters of landfill space. In cooperation with the municipalities of the 7 Emirates, the EEG chairperson Habiba Al-Marashi spearheaded once more the nationwide can collection campaign at Zabil Park in Dubai, which was one of the collection points set up for the drive. According to Al-Marashi, the significant response they received last year is evidence of the growing awareness in the community. From 8 in the morning, volunteers have been receiving, weighing, sorting and segregating aluminium cans from other waste materials. EEG says UAE sells 500 million cans every year. Only 5% are recycled, compared with 63% recycled internationally. According to the group, aluminium is 100% recyclable and a precious resource. Recycling saves natural resources and 95% of energy requirements for new production. This year, the collection target is set at 27,000 kilograms of aluminium cans for recycling.
Since we managed to achieve the target last year of 25,000 kilos, this year we set the target at 27,000 kilos. And for the month of January, we have managed only to collect 5% of that number. So really, my message is to the community who are listening to me, please put your act together, roll your sleeves, collect your cans, bring them to the EEG. Even if you are not able to participate with us today at the can collection campaign, you can definitely continue the journey, because this is open for the whole year. While of course we do the collection of aluminium, which is the main purpose of this campaign, on the side we managed to collect a lot of other things as well. Last year, from Dubai site only, we managed to collect 80 kilos of plastic. And I hope this will be the same process. Of course, when we collect this material, we ensure that it ends up in the recycling factory. So it's 2 in 1, 2 for the price of 1, if you would like. And we get glasses as a side, as a byproduct. Some people, by mistake, put glass in their bags. So that is, as well gets segregated, and it goes to the recycling factory.
Since its inception in 1997, the can collection campaign has served as an effective platform to engage the community in recycling to save the environment. Educational institutions such as Star International School in Mirdif and our own high school in Al Warqa were among those engaging students to promote a culture of recycling at a young age.
Yesterday we deposited 105 kg. And we are always associate with EEG because they are doing it for a good cause. In every program, whether it is can collection or newspaper collection or mobile recycling, we associate with them and we make sure that it's a great success.
My duty is actually to promote the word of environment to all the grade 7 and above. So that they bring more cans, newspapers and mobile phones for recycling.
This helps me to be a better citizen in this new generation. Like in our school, we collect more than 2 or 3,000 cans. This goes for recycling. That's this year, which I knew, this goes for recycling and reduces the amount of carbon dioxide. The next generation, which is going to come, should also enjoy the benefits which we are enjoying now. We should not destroy it for them to just look at the pictures and say, wow, I wish I was there. So this should be done in order for the next generation to also enjoy the benefits.